Alright guys, starting right where we left off, we're going to create our flying character. So it's gonna be Sir Beetle. So he flies and he shoots. So right here, let's add a new kinematic body. And then call him Sir Beetle. Let's attach his script. Create his script. Oops. So Sir Beetle, the script. Extend the enemy. Save that. Then we do the same old stuff. Let's add a collision shape. Oops. Collision shape. If it's over here. And make a circle as usual. Then mesh instance. Make that a circle as usual. And then let's save it as its own scene. Here, game objects, enemies, and new folder, Sir Beetle. And save him there. We need to save the script there as well. Don't know why, but the script usually goes where it wants to, somewhere else. Where is it? Where did it save? In levels. Why does it do that? Let's move it up to Sir Beetle. Okay, so two things we need to do. We need to go in the enemy class and we need to create a new function. So this function is gonna check the distance from the player. So we could call it in range, and then let it return for let's say what should I make its range? Let's see. For actually no, we're gonna use just a random number. So let's say distance, or range distance, or distance fine. So let's return global transform dot origin is dot distance to player global transform oh, that's a global transform dot origin is less than distance. So this returns true or false based on how far you are from the enemy. What else do we need? So I have the attack here. This is gonna be what I override. I don't need to override it, but let's just do that. Let's say save. So what we're gonna do with Sir Beetle. First, you want it to follow the player at a certain height, cause it's a flying enemy. So let's go here. Let's see player. Let's see player. Okay, we need to take. I'm gonna take this code from here. This one direction, and then the direction of Y. I'm gonna set it to be an offset. So could just copy this actually. Wait, let's do this. So physics process. I had it in the wrong process, but that's fine. We'll always fix. So we're gonna copy from here to here. Copy Sir Beetle. Paste. and we're gonna take that next part of it down here, copy, paste them here. So what do we need to do? Direction. So this, I want it to be like at an offset. So let's say, player transform that origin. I want to set its Y. Let's see. I'm thinking. Let's see. So first I want it to actually stop. So if is in range. Oh no. In range. I don't know, maybe 4 meters out. Then I want to set its velocity to be equal to 0. Let's equal vector 3 0. Else I want it to follow me around, and I need it to this direction to be like, let's see, actually I have to do it up here. Or I could squeeze it right here. Okay, let's do this. Var follow offset. I'm gonna say equals player the global transform form dot origin, so plus vector 3 to 0, maybe 3, oops, 0 3 0. So I want it to be off on the Y, so it's always above, so he's gonna shoot downwards. So whenever it's in range, he's gonna stop, so he doesn't like go right above the player. We could test it out, but let's save that first, and then change this one here to follow offset. Save, and go back to the world, Mr. Beetle. Move him up here. Remember, you could still jump on him as well. So if I could get high up and jump on his head. Let's set his speed to be a lot slower though, because you know, flying and all that. So 3. Save. Attack speed is ignored. That's for like the walking enemy. Let's save that. Oops. Oh, I'm using a new engine by the way. 3.3. It's asking me to use my internet. So that doesn't work. I don't want it to do that. Let's go right there. Come on. It doesn't seem to go up. Alright, let's fix that. Oh. Alright, this part is if is in range, velocity equals 0. Else. So this is always returning false for some reason. Did I mess it up? Let's look at the enemy again. In range, distance, return global transform origin, distance to player transform origin. Let's print this out. Copy. Let's just print it here. Print and paste it. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, That's why. Wasn't accounting for that. So I have to use a higher volley. Alright, let me explain that. So because I have the offset, where is it? Because I have this, come on. Because I have this offset set to be 3 above, it doesn't, like, this totals out, when he's right above him, that totals out to his distance being still greater than 4. So this doesn't work. So I have to change this to a higher number. So maybe 10, maybe. So now he should stop. I'm gonna jump on his head. There you go. He stops now. But there's another thing I need to fix. He doesn't adjust his height. I need him to go up further. Now where is this? Follow offset. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Oh, I need to get rid of this. That's why. I reset the direction and that's why. Didn't need to do that. Now we could do that. See if he comes up. I should reset his let's do some tweaking here. So I want him to be able to still move on his Y velocity. So instead of this here, say velocity dot x and velocity dot z is equal to 0. This as well. So he could always adjust his height in relation to the player. So let's do that. There you go. So even if he's close to me, he can go up or down. Don't ask me why he's going down, I do not know. Oh, I know exactly what it is. Doesn't reset. So right here, velocity, this part. So velocity that y equal to direction, speed, blah blah blah. There. So it should still do that part. Uh-oh. Did I mess it? Velocity y. Oh, direction dot z. Sorry, direction of y actually. Because the direction was a there you go. Cool. So now I need him to shoot at me if he's in range. So let's create a bullet. And let's speed him up a bit and see how that looks first. Let's set it to about 6. And it's too close too, right? Does I need like space between me and him. So let's say that probably 30 is too much. 20. So when he shoots a bullet, I could at least get time to react to it. Alright. Oh man, I need to make a better platform here. Alright, so he stops right there and he shoots at me. Could run out of the way. Let's run over here. So he comes over to shoot at me. But now we're gonna create a bullet. Let's go to add area. Let's call it SB projectile. Mr. Beetle projectile. And then give it a collision. shape and give it a mesh instance. Cubes. I mean circle as usual. Let's make it super tiny. Just use the scaling. Then save it as a scene. Where are you? Save the scene. Mr. Beetle projectile. Alright. Open him up. Oh, I didn't give him his actual collision shape. Alright, so now the projectile. Save. Let me guess, it's saved somewhere random. Okay, it's fine. Alright, so we're gonna do two things. Let's open up Sir Beetle. Over here. So first, we need Sir Beetle to get a reference to the export to the bullet actually. So we say packed scene. Packed scene. Projectile. Projectile. I'll need to put a. So we're gonna give Sir Beetle a timer to attack as well. So when he's firing more bullets each time. So let's add a timer to that. To him. Timer. So projectile fire time. Projectile fire time. I have an issue with my keyboard, so reference that first as well. Oops, for on ready. Project on ready var. Let's call it fire timer equals projectile fire timer. Alright. So now we could go here, click press this, load, game objects, enemies, Sir Beetle. Oh, I didn't save it yet, did I? Oh yeah, it is. Never mind. Alright. So let's create a code for this first. So if I am in range, I want to attack. So let's override it. So func attack. I mean, I don't have to use that, don't I? Yeah, we're gonna remove the attack from that. Keep forgetting inheritance actually needs code in it. So let's get rid of this one. There's nothing special about it. So save. Let's Sir Beetle. Alright, what do we want to do when we're attacking there? So you need to instance the bullet. Var. I mean the projectile. So P equals. What did we call it? Projectile. Projectile dot instance. So we need to set the target. So I'm gonna go back in the projectile class and fix. I need something called set target or something like that. So p dot target. So set it as the player. The global transform. It's global transform dot origin. So let's make sure got that right. Copy that. Yes. Save. And go to projectile here. So say var target equals, oops, vector 3. That's here, or just vector 3. Set a speed or speed, something high, maybe 20. Now we go here, let's do it in the physics process as well. Go func underscore physics process. So I need to set its direction. Create a direction as well. Or direction is equals to, oops, vector 3. So direction is equals to target minus global transform dot origin. Then, oh, forget one more thing. Velocity vector 3. So velocity is now equals to direction dot normalized times speed. And now we're gonna just move it on its global transform. Actually, should set this once. Actually, no, it's actually set once, because you know, global transform dot origin. Let's see. I think it's increment or decrement. Let's just try that. Velocity times delta. Right. We'll save that. And it's gonna be the last part of the tutorial for this episode, anyways. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that now. And play. Oh. Forgot to do everything else. Right here. So let's say get tree dot get root dot get node, and then we say, wait, let's see, var root equals get tree get root that, and we say root get node var get node root dot get child count -1 dot add child, then add p. So what I'm doing is I'm getting the world root this node, and then I'm adding the bullet to it, so we could run it and it doesn't work because I didn't actually call the method. But what's gonna happen is you could see the root here, so I'm getting this node, and then I'm gonna add it to here, the bullet, the projectile. I keep saying bullet, it's not a bullet, right? Alright, so let's actually call that method. So go back to Mr. Beetle, go to projectile fire timer, create the timeout check, then we're gonna call attack here. So attack. So what I want to do is make sure the timer is always running, right? I should make sure it's always running. I don't have to do it like that, but it makes it a bit auto start. So it's always running. Give it probably 1.5 seconds. So I want to say as long as I'm in range. So if in range the same amount 20. Actually no. Let's make it 25. The reason being I could allow it to move towards me while shooting. So if it's in range it attacks. Let's see what happens. And I broke something. Let's see, what did I break? Base viewport, can I convert event to notepad? Oh. Alright, fine. Let's just do it like this. I don't want to do it this way, but come on. Good. Paste him there. Alright, I should do that shit. Ooh. Interesting. Oh. I'm derpy. Didn't set its start position. So p that global transform dot origin is equal to global transform by origin. Alright. So I need to actually delete that. Interesting. That's weird. The reason that's happening is because, where is it? Oops, projectile. This, I need to only have this set once. So where I should do that is get this out of here. Put it there. And do that. So set the target. I set this global transform. Let's see if that does it. So it continues to go. There you go. Alright. So I need these bullets to actually remove themselves. So go to the projectile again. Add a timer. Let's see, remove timer. Set it a default for 5 seconds. Auto start, one shot. Then get its signal, slap it in there. Say qui free. That should do the trick. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this tutorial. Next tutorial I should implement dyne, because right now the bullet just goes through me, and implement the other characters actually killing me. So let's run over here. Oops. Alright, so I want to do one other thing. Yeah, so I'm just gonna implement the dyne feature. Alright, that should be it for this tutorial. Let's look at the document. What we have next to do. Enemies, press a lot. I'm gonna do that in the next tutorial. And then we got spawn egg. The spawn egg character to make. Then after that, I'll try to do both of these because this one's pretty simple. So I'll do both in the same tutorial. And then after that, we're gonna go on to creating art, 3D models. So, all right, guys, take care.